Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back. Today, I want to talk about whether you should send your ex a letter. Lately, a lot of my coaching clients have told me that they've sent letters, and I see a lot of mistakes being made. There's a lot of misinformation out there surrounding writing a letter to your ex after a breakup. So I want to clear things up. But before I do that, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. And while you're at it, tap the bell icon so you'll be notified when a new video is up. So let's start with when to send a letter, because this seems to be one of the biggest mistakes. It is not sent a week after the breakup, or 2 weeks after the breakup, or even 30 days after the breakup. It is sent a minimum of 2 months after the breakup. That would be 8 weeks, also known as 60 days. And anyone who tells you to send it sooner than that does not know what they're talking about, because you have to wait 60 days because there's a very good possibility that you will hear from them probably in days 45 to 60. And after the 60 day goes by and you don't hear from them, then you can send the letter. Okay? So moving on to what you say in the letter. I want to right away make clear that you are not writing this letter to ask your ex to get back together. Let me repeat that. You are not writing the letter to get your ex to get back together. So if that's what you think that the letter is for, then do not even think about sending it or writing it. You're writing this letter because you want to touch their heart. And in order to do that successfully, there's a specific structure that you need to follow. And if you're successful and you're able to touch your heart, then you have a good chance of them wanting to get back with you as opposed to you having to ask. There are 4 paragraphs which are very specific things that you write in each paragraph. You don't just write and write and write and write pages and pages, go on and on. No, there's a very specific structure and very specific things that you write in each paragraph. And I got this information from a renowned marriage and family therapist. I didn't just make that up. I'm not that brilliant, unfortunately. Now, in terms of how to send this letter, this is a handwritten letter. You're going to mail it with either a return receipt or with tracking so that you can be sure that they received it, because you don't want to send a letter and then wonder if they received it, especially if you don't hear from them. And if you're afraid that somehow someone may intercept that letter and not give it to them, then you actually want to have someone that you trust deliver it, hand deliver it. Because I had one of my clients actually, he wanted to send a letter to his ex, and she was living with her parents and they did not agree with the relationship. And so if they had intercepted the letter, then there was a possibility that she would never get it. And so in that case, someone had to hand deliver it. Now, I want to clarify, this is not a clean slate letter. There is such a thing as a clean slate text or a clean slate email, where if you've acted up at the end of the relationship when they broke up with you, if you acted crazy or you told them you didn't agree with it, then you send a quick text or email to say that you apologize for your behavior and you agree with the breakup, etc. So that's not what this is. This is not a clean slate letter. The clean slate text or email has to be sent as soon as possible after the breakup. And the great thing about writing a letter is because most people want closure at the end of a relationship, even if they never get back together. Even though I don't agree with closure, but okay. And when you've been in no contact, there's a lot of pent-up emotion that you have, things that you wanted to say that you didn't get a chance to say at the end of the relationship because you were in no contact, hopefully. And even if they don't come back, at least you know that you've gotten this off your chest and you've given yourself closure. So if nothing else, even if you don't hear back from them, at least you say what you have to say in a very specific structure. So if you want to write this letter and want to find out exactly how to do it, or if you just want help with your breakup and getting your ex back, then you can contact me at my website for private coaching, and that is at theartoflove.net. If you're listening on YouTube, remember to like and subscribe and share. If you're listening on iTunes, I would appreciate if you would rate and review the podcast. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.